Can I receive calls on my iPad?
Hey there! Welcome to today's video, where we'll be discussing an interesting question. Can you receive calls on your iPad? Many people wonder if their iPad can function as a phone as well. Well, let's dive right in and find out.
Cellular or Wi-Fi iPad?
The ability to receive calls on your iPad depends on the type of iPad you have. iPads come in two variants, cellular and Wi-Fi. Cellular iPads have built-in SIM card slots and can connect to cellular networks, just like a smartphone. On the other hand, Wi-Fi iPads rely solely on Wi-Fi connections for internet access and cannot make or receive calls using cellular networks.
Making calls with Wi-Fi iPad.
If you have a Wi-Fi iPad and want to make calls, don't worry. You can still make and receive calls using Wi-Fi calling. Wi-Fi calling allows you to use your iPad to make and receive calls over a Wi-Fi network using your iPhone's cellular connection. This feature requires both your iPad and iPhone to be connected to the same Apple ID and on the same Wi-Fi network. With Wi-Fi calling enabled, you can seamlessly use your iPad as an extension of your iPhone for calls.
Receiving calls with cellular iPad.
If you own a cellular iPad, you have the capability to receive calls directly on your device, similar to a smartphone. When someone calls your cellular iPad's phone number, you'll receive the call on your iPad just like you would on a regular phone. Keep in mind that you'll need a separate phone number for your cellular iPad, and it should have an active cellular plan with a carrier that supports voice calling.
Using FaceTime for calls.
Another fantastic feature that allows you to make and receive calls on your iPad is FaceTime. FaceTime is an Apple service that enables audio and video calls between Apple devices. With FaceTime, you can make and receive calls on your iPad using either Wi-Fi or cellular data. To use FaceTime, both you and the person you're calling must have FaceTime enabled on your devices. That wraps up our discussion on whether you can receive calls on your iPad. Remember, if you have a cellular iPad, you can directly receive calls just like on a phone. Wi-Fi iPads can still make and receive calls using Wi-Fi calling when connected to the same Apple ID and Wi-Fi network as your iPhone. And of course, FaceTime is a versatile option for making and receiving calls on your iPad. I hope this video has answered your question. If you found it helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more useful content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.